Hello, and welcome to the Southern Belle NOLA channel. I'm your hostess, Southern Belle, and this is the Bargains by Belle auction, the Monday edition. Now, I'm sure my co-host is going to be here shortly, but in the meantime, let me go ahead and make a few channel announcements. The first announcement, which is also pinned to the top of the chat, is that tomorrow I'm having a special pop-up. It will be the fourth annual. I hope everybody will mark their calendars. Go ahead, click the link, click the notification to make sure you get notified to be there. It's not going to be a long auction. It's going to be a super short auction, like 2 hours or so, and then we're going to raid over to Colleen's show, the ladies' night auction at the end. So don't be late or you'll miss it since it's so short. But we will have fabulous Mardi Gras items. We'll have beads. We'll have masks. We'll have all things purple, green, and gold. And while we try to let the good times roll all the time, even more so tomorrow with this special annual episode. And I can't wait to show you and share my culture with you. So always such a special day. So I hope y'all will put it on your calendar, click the notifications, and make sure to be there. Be there promptly because it's not going to last very long since we're sandwiched in between so many of the daytime sellers. Next, I want to remind y'all that Wednesday, Thursday are my packing and invoicing days. So everything you bought on Saturday at the Sunday snack sale tonight and the few things you pick up tomorrow during the Mardi Gras marketplace will all get combined together on one invoice and one box, and I will send it out. If for some reason you only had a couple of things that you bought, you can send to me an email if it's just a couple of things, if it's under $20, and ask me to hold it over to this week. You can also Discord message me. You can let Melissa know. You want to air your business, you can even tell people in chat. Otherwise, everybody gets billed and shipped every week. Okay, let's see. While I'm waiting for more people to come in, let me go ahead and tell you how this auction works. Then we'll save the individual hellos. Meanwhile, y'all go ahead and click the thumbs up, pretty please. It costs you absolutely nothing and it helps me immensely with the YouTube algorithm. Okay, so if you've never been here before, go ahead and send me a registration email. Let me know your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, and that way I will know where to send your invoice and where to send the items you win. After you've done that, you can bid. The way you bid in my chat is in numbers. That way I have a legal representation that you knew how much you were going to be charged on your invoice, because you do have to pay for absolutely everything you bid on. All sales are final. All items are as is and where is. The only time you can retract bids is during an auction. I do not cancel invoices for any reason at all, ever. If I have to walk around your package all weekend, then you get a $5 late fee when I realize Saturday morning, oh no, they haven't paid and the post office is about to close. But most of y'all are great, and very rarely do I have to put a late fee. Okay. The methods of payment that I accept are a choice of PayPal or Zelle. PayPal is the software by which I make your invoices. Zelle is actually my preferred method of payment because there's absolutely no fees and it's guaranteed by the banking system. But if you want to pay with your bank card, debit card, Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express, Venmo, Apple Pay, you can do all of that with PayPal. My method of shipping is pirate ship. Pirate Ship is the discounted shipping service that works with both UPS and USPS in order to get you the deepest discounted rate. Those deeply discounted rates are based on the weight of your package, the dimensions of your package, and the distance from your zip code to mine. I'm shipping from a suburb of New Orleans, Louisiana. That's why my channel is called Southern Belle NOLA. NOLA for New Orleans, Louisiana. If you have any questions about registering, about shipping, about payment, y'all make sure to ask in the chat. I will answer as best I can, or Melissa will answer. All right, let's see who all we have in the chat. Oh, look, here is my pinned message about the Mardi Gras Marketplace with the link. Y'all make sure and go ahead and click it so you'll be notified. Next, we have Melissa. Hello, hello, Melissa. Melissa will be running the chat until Jane arrives. Jane might be running a little late since Haley apparently is running a little late too, although we still love them. These things happen. And Melissa is welcoming you. Melissa will also be making the list and checking it twice. So if you need to make sure that we got your bid, got your order, got the quantity right, if you want to add something, make sure you contact Melissa. All of my invoices come from what Melissa writes down. So if she's got it right, your invoice will be right. Next, I see CQ Kathy. Hello, hello, CQ. So glad to see you. Next, I see Tina. Hello, hello, Tina. Kathy Dubrick, I'm so glad you are here. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Oh, here's one of my names in green, Ashley. Hello, hello, Ashley. And if any of y'all want your names in green, all you have to do is click the join button. There are 3 different levels of membership, and you can tell Ashley has clicked that by her name being in green. She's an official ballerina. Next, I see Laurie Kutcher. Welcome, welcome, Laurie. We're so glad to have you here. And Laurie's been leaving great comments on the video. It helps me so much when after my auctions have uploaded for y'all to leave a comment. Even a mere emoji counts as a comment, and that helps me so much with the YouTube algorithm. Okay, well, I think I'm to the bottom of the chat. If there's anybody else lurking and you want to say, hey, please, oh, please do. The way we get started here is with a fun round we call Belle's Bargain Bonanza. And in this round, everything's going to start out at just $1. If you will, Melissa, make sure you check on Jane and Haley for me. I want to make sure everything's okay. All right. I've got lots of charms lined up for you. And I'm going to answer the most frequently asked question before I even show you the charms, which is, do you have multiples or do you have pairs? I've been getting in trouble a little bit that I haven't been having enough pairs. So I want to tell you that everyone on the bottom row and the middle row, bottom row and middle row, have a duplicate. Some have a couple of duplicates. The top row is going to be only one of each. Okay, thanks for checking, Melissa. All right, so we're going to get started. Let me see if I can zoom in real quick to show you the beautiful styles close up. So we've got some moon and stars at the top. And then if we have any cat lovers, oh, look at these cutie little cats. I've got an elephant, and this elephant is bejeweled. Then I've got a four-leaf clover, another cat, a dragon. I don't know if Carla, Lady Braven, or a couple other people who like dragons are here, and a couple more cats. So that's what we're starting out with tonight. Looking for $1 for choice. And once again, I am so glad that each and every one of y'all are here. I may be a small channel with a small audience, but I have such love and care and appreciation and respect for y'all. And I hope everybody is doing well. Y'all might hear me sniff or sneeze a little bit. I'm not sick. It's just that we had what I call a cold day today, meaning it was in the 50s this morning. And while it did warm up in the middle of the day, there's just something about when it's cold in the morning and warm in the middle of the day that it gets my sinuses going. Oh, and look who we have here. Yay, it's Mary.
Hey!
I'm so glad
Yay!
you're here. How are you,
Thank you.
sweetheart?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm happy to be here, and looks like I'm just in time. I see those pretty charms up here.
Yes, yes, yes. And I was just telling everybody that the bottom two rows have duplicates or multiples. The top row is one and done. We've got some moons and stars in the top. We've got some cats, cats with stars, an elephant in the middle. On the bottom, more cats, a dragon, and a four-leaf clover.
Wow. I just love
And
that four-leaf clover.
And I was going to say the four-leaf clover is enamel, and the elephant is both enamel and rhinestone.
Wow.
And I can't tell if my chat is stuck or maybe this is a pass, so I'm going to let you
Okay.
check yours. If not, I
Okay.
will just scrape all these to the side and we can go to something else.
Okay. I'm gonna watch the chat on my phone as well, since our StreamYard screen takes a while to load the chat sometimes. So I see that we've got Laurie in for one.
Oh, do we? Okay.
And hey, Laurie, it's good to see you. I'm so happy you're here. And Melissa, Crochet Kathy. Hey, everybody. Thank y'all for the warm welcome. All right. Laurie's in for one, looking for 125. Look at those cute kitties. I always love to see what choices Belle has each week for the charms. I believe they're my favorite round of items because they're always so unique and it's
Oh,
always
really?
something new. Yeah.
Well, speaking of new, these are all new charms that I ordered this week. That's why some of them have multiples, as I thought, well, we've had requests for kitties and dragons and elephants. Oh my. So that's why I ordered multiples.
I love it. And we are sold to Laurie. Okay. Let's see. Laurie says she would like one of L.
One of L. Okay.
Ooh, that's a real pretty one. Good choice.
All right. Here it
Okay.
is. And I'll show it up close. Look how beautifully studded with the
That
rhinestone.
is unbelievable. That is gorgeous.
Okay.
Okay, and then she would like one of R.
Okay, that's the shamrock. Let me grab one of those. Here's the
Uh-huh.
sweet little shamrock.
I love those choices together. I was actually thinking how pretty they would look together. Um, okay, and she says that she's done.
Well, while we're talking about that, I'm going to show a close up of Laurie's little bag that I just put these in because they are
Wow.
both forest green. I know the elephant's looking a little black on the screen, but they are
Mhm.
both forest green, so they would be lovely together.
Yes.
Well, not on top of each other. That's just how they felt in the bag.
Right. I thought so. I thought the elephant was the same color
Okay.
green. That looks amazing. Okay, so we are open to the chat and welcome in, Janice. Thank you for being here. Oh, and
Welcome,
Ashley said
welcome.
Ashley says she'll take two of the four-leaf clovers.
All right. Let me grab those.
Oh, wait a
I
minute.
tried to show them early enough, but
I may have read that wrong. Hold on, Ashley. I'm sorry if you were just making a comment on
okay.
Laurie's. She may have just been commenting on Laurie's two charms. Yeah, just
All
confirm.
right.
I may have read that wrong. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Ashley said she was commenting on hers. Yeah, they were. They looked so good together.
Oh, okay. No worries. There are never pressure to buy, so
Yeah,
y'all don't ever feel any pressure.
right.
We got plenty of different things to show tonight, so no worries. All right. Anybody else? If not, we can make this a last call and then I can move these away. Y'all let me know what else you'd like to see tonight.
Let's see. Ashley is asking if you could show B up closer.
Okay.
Ooh,
Is
look at that
that
little
good or do you want
star.
me to pick it up and bring it to the camera? If this angle isn't right, I am glad to pick any up and bring them to the camera.
Okay. She says she'll take B.
Okay, got it.
Okay, and then if you will, Ashley, put done in the chat if you're done, just so we'll be sure.
Right, the way you order in my channel once you're the winning bidder or once you're picking after the winning bidder is to put the item, the quantity, and then the word done. Thank you so much, Ashley. We appreciate you.
Yes.
All right. Anybody else? All right, last call. Then I'm about to scrape them to the side. Even if I remove them from the board, Melissa can still figure it out. She takes pictures to keep everything straight. So y'all don't think it's too late or all is lost. You can always order from the replay. All right, here we go. Okay, next. Well, while the camera's in the downward position, how about we get out a bigger grid?
Oh,
Bigger grid. And I might have to pull the camera up a little bit. Let me see if I can adjust it. That way the whole thing's in here. Okay, this grid is going to be $2 for choice. Now, I have some little doggies and kitties. Let's see if anybody likes these.
Oh,
I'm showing
boy.
both doggies and kitties so I don't accidentally offend anybody.
Or you're like me and you like both.
And that could absolutely be the case. All right, these are going to be $2 for choice, and
Oh
look
my
how
goodness.
detailed these are. Right, so we'll put this one on L.
Mm.
Here's
Oh, how
another
precious.
little sweetie pie. We'll put this one on F.
Oh, look at that pug.
We'll put this one on E. Oh, look at the ears.
Oh my goodness. That's so cute.
Okay, look at all the beautiful colors in this.
Oh,
Put this one on D.
oh my goodness. How cute.
The pinks of the little ears and that little frowny frown. I just want to turn that
Um,
frown upside down. Here's a sweet little cat. It's got the
oh,
pink of the ears too. Okay, now I have two of this one in case I know sometimes y'all like to make earrings. This one is very similar, but the ears are white on this one.
oh,
So I'm going to put them close together so that y'all can look up, look down, and see there's just the tiniest little difference. Tiniest little difference. All right, here's this one.
oh.
Oh, it
It's a
looks sad. It
Boston
needs to be
Terrier.
adopted.
It does.
All right.
Oh, Siamese.
And I've got two of this one as well. Here's another little doggy.
Oh
Y'all
my
remember,
goodness.
you can bid $2 anytime you see one worthy. You don't have to wait till they've all been shown. Okay, this one's like this one.
Mm-hmm.
Here's this one. Okay, this one's like this one. Oh, apparently I have three of that one.
Oh,
All right. Here's this one.
oh my goodness. How cute. It's a husky.
And this one's like this one. Okay, there we go. So remember, if there are two on a square, it doesn't mean that you're forced to buy both. It just means that there are two available. If for some reason you're looking for duplicates, there's still $2 each. Justina's here. Yay!
Hey! Welcome in.
So glad you're here.
And Justine is in for two.
Yay.
What a cute variety. There's so many varieties of breeds of dogs and cats on the board. And I've actually had some of these breeds for
Oh,
pets
really?
myself. Yes, I have A actually. I had that breed and he looked just like that. He's brown and white, just like that.
Aw.
And then I also had B. She was a Boston Terrier mix, and she was a baby doll. She was my baby.
Aw, that's so sweet. Now,
Yes,
I know you have had so many pets, a lifetime of pets, because your mom's
I
kind
have.
of ratted you out that way.
I have.
But
I have.
But
I'm
do
guilty.
you remember what your first pet was? Or what's the first pet you do remember? I should say that. What's the first pet you do remember?
Um, we had a. Um, he was a golden retriever mix, and his name was Butterscotch. And
Oh.
we got him when he was a puppy, and I was
Mm-hmm.
about 5. I think I was about 5 years
Oh.
old. Yeah, so that was my first one. So
Yay. All right.
ah,
We are sold to Justine, and welcome to Sweet Shelby.
welcome, Shelby. Good to see you.
All right. Let's see what all Justine picks and what quantities. Everybody congratulate Justine on her first purchase of the night.
Yay, Justine!
Oh, my chat's actually moving
It's moving right now.
right now. Don't say that. Hopefully
Is
it's going to continue. Y'all don't know how we struggle in StreamYards when I can't see anything. But,
it's
I
that
will say that
yeah.
I will say this, that I had no co-host for Sunday. So better for God to let the chat move when I had nobody to get on another device and
Right.
read it to me. So,
Uh,
at least God is picking and choosing when,
right.
this will happen so that I do have a co-host to help.
He he
He provides
he gives us what we
some
need.
help.
Yeah.
That's true. Now, if I recall, I think Justine is partial to cats, but we'll see what she picks. You never know.
Ah,
Her husband could
I'm
be a dog
excited.
lover. She might get some dogs for gifts. We'll just have to see what she picks.
Yep.
And then after Justine has picked, we'll open it to the chat.
Okay. Justine would like C, one of C,
Okay.
and one of D,
Okay.
and one of I,
Boop, boop. Okay.
and one of L. All the kitties.
Oh,
Good,
so
we're
sweet.
right. Okay, and she
Spoiler
said
alert,
done.
Justine, we're going to have cat earrings coming up. So,
Oh,
cat earrings coming up. I don't know if she
nice.
has two ears or not, but just letting y'all know.
Okay, and Justine is done, and Tina
Okay.
has come in. Good to see you, Tina. Um, and Tina would like
Okay.
2 of B. She'll take both of B.
All right. I guess we know Tina's team dog.
Yeah, and she'll take
Right.
both of J.
Okay.
And then she'll also take K.
Okay.
And she's done.
All right.
Great choices. Those were
So far to
exciting.
the left.
And Justine says, I love cats.
Okay.
We could tell.
Wonderful.
It's
Patty's
wonderful.
here. Hello, Patty.
Patty, hey, welcome in.
Oh, now look, it's her favorite co-host.
Oh, don't worry. My mom would be flattered.
Yep.
Oh,
When you compliment somebody's child, it's like
right.
complimenting them.
It is.
So,
It is. They beam.
oh,
They beam. Yeah.
yep.
Oh, thank you, Patty. That means a lot to me.
All right. Anybody else for these $2 dog or cat pets? Okay, last call on these. I'm about to scrape them to the side then. Oh, let's see what's going on. Lynette
Oh,
is in here right now. Oh, we are missing Lynette. But her dog is a Boston Terrier. But she loves all bulldogs and Tina has a Chihuahua.
Oh
Oh,
my
I
goodness.
love it when y'all tell us why you purchase things, when you give us the whole
Me
background
too.
story. That makes me so happy.
Yes.
Yay.
I love that. I love Chihuahuas, and I was actually just saying how I had a Boston Terrier mix as well. Actually, the dog that I had before Lucy, my Lucy that I have right now, was a Boston Terrier mix, and so
Oh no,
they're
you said
special
her
to me.
name twice. You know what's going to happen. Maybe she's
Yeah.
not in the same room with you.
No, she's not. She's not right now.
Okay.
So, but
All right, I'm
hey,
sorry.
Darlene.
Darlene,
Hey, we
yay.
love you.
I'm sorry, finish your story about Lucy, since we can say her name without,
Yes. Yeah.
all
I'm in a
manner of
separate room.
barking breaking out. I'm so used to having to spell her name for fear.
I know, I know. Yeah, no, I was just saying the dog that I had right before we got Lucy was a Boston Terrier mix, and she was so sweet. She was just glued to my side. She was so affectionate and
Aw,
sweet. She's my baby doll, so I love Boston Terriers as well. So yeah.
sweet. Okay, last call on these dog and cat pendants. I love seeing Darlene on a regular basis again.
Me
We have missed her
too.
so much. And we're
Yes.
missing Teresa all the time. We used to see Teresa on a regular basis. So I'm praying that
Oh,
she'll be well enough she can start being with us again.
yes.
So it's fun to have new viewers, but I love my regulars.
Oh, Melissa. Melissa says, my buddy named Benson was a Boston Terrier, Yorkshire Terrier mix. Miss that little guy. And what's funny about that, Melissa, as I said, I have had so many dogs in my lifetime. I love dogs, and we always had dogs since I was 5 years old. I always had a dog. But the dog that I had before my Boston Terrier was a Yorkshire Terrier mix. So that's
Oh,
so that's amazing. And she was also a baby doll. And I would actually say my Yorkie mix and my Boston Terrier mix were probably my two favorites if I have to play favorites. They were just
oh.
precious. Lucy's a bit of a diva, the one I got right now. So I do love her, but she she tells me like it is.
I see. Well, sometimes it's okay to not necessarily like them for a few moments, even though you love them.
Right.
So, all right. Well, I tell you what, this was so popular that I'm going to refill the board.
Oh
So, still going to
boy.
be $2. And let's see what other things I have. Okay. Let's start out with a moon. And the moon has a fabulous face on it, and you can see amazing sparkle coming from it. It's really very artisan. I'm going to
Wow.
put that on L. Then my cat lovers might like this one. It's a cat in the moon, and the veil is built in. Look at this nice built-in
Nice.
veil.
That's nice. Wow.
Now, I have two of those, just in case somebody needs one for their twinsy or bestie. All right. Next, here's a sweet little butterfly. This always reminds me to say, love you, Jane.
Oh.
And this one is a bronze tone, but once again, it has that kind of filigree work to it.
Welcome in, Blinky. We're happy you're here.
Let me put it down here. It's too big to fit in the E. Let me see if I can do this. Let me move it around. Will it fit in? Okay, well, some of these are almost too big. All right, here's another moon with a cat. This one's kind of filigree. I do have two of that one as well. Next, here is an angel. Let's see
Oh.
if I can get it in the right spot so you can see the detail on her skirt, the detail on her wings.
Wow.
So that's D. Got multiples of that one. Here's a star, and I'm not sure if that's an angel or maybe it's Tinkerbell. I'm not sure. Y'all can decide for yourselves.
Yeah, that looks like a fairy for sure. Yeah.
Okay. Hello, Blingy. I'm so glad you're here. We've been missing you,
Yes.
sweetheart. All right, here's a different type of angel. This one, I think, is a fairy or maybe
Oh,
Tinkerbell.
it does. That one really looks like Tinkerbell.
Okay.
Oh, another one.
Well, they're a little bit different.
Yeah.
Wait, is this one the same as H or different than H? I think
It,
it's a little different.
it's a little different. Okay. It's kind of
I
hard to
might be
tell.
wrong. I might be wrong. My eyesight
Okay.
is so poor.
Oh, I can tell it is a little, the angle that that they're bending is a little different. Yeah.
Okay. And then here is this moon. Once again, it's got a beautiful face in it.
Wow, that is so pretty.
And this one's a bit heavier too. Let me see if I can turn it on the sides. Y'all see how thick and
Oh,
chunky it is?
wow.
So we'll put that one on A. All
And
right,
you're
looking
right.
for
Uh,
$2.
yes, you're right, Melissa. Jay is incredible. The detail in that moon with the kitty is just so pretty.
And if y'all need to see any of them close up again, y'all let me know. Let me see if I can get down here to show you a little bit better again. All right, looking for $2 starting then. Oh, thank you, Darlene. You're always so complimentary and nice. I appreciate that.
Yes.
And if y'all haven't already clicked the thumbs up, please, oh, please do. There's never any pressure to buy anything. Y'all just being here to chat with me and click the thumbs up is such an amazing help. I see
Yes.
we have 18 people watching. Hopefully we had a few thumbs up before we begun, so we could be up to 20 by now. But hopefully we're getting close to 20. I see Ashley at 2. Thank you, thank you. All right, I'm going to remind you that this cat in the moon with the veil built in, I've got 2 of those, so I'm just going to stick both here. And I've also got 2 of this one. And I think one or maybe both of the angels I might have 2 of, or one or both of the fairies I might have 2. So if
Still
y'all
on
are
one.
interested in any particular ones, you'll let me know and I'll double check about my availability on them.
And so to Ashley.
Okay, let's see what she got.
And thank you, Tina. I didn't know about that. I appreciate that so much. Yes, peridot is my birthstone.
Yes, it is. You're an August baby.
And Ashley says she would take B times one and she's done. And I love that. That is a great charm. That is so
Oh,
beautiful.
let me double check and see if I have another one before I pull that one off the auction block. Nope, that's my only one of those. All right, B is sold. Thank you, Ashley. All right, anybody else?
And welcome in, Crystal. So good to have you.
Hello, hello, Crystal. Oh, look, Tina remembers because they have the same birthday.
That's right, Tina. That's right. We had this conversation last time about birthdays and dates and anniversaries. We were all talking about it, and that's right. We're birthday twins, Tina. I really
Oh,
appreciate
you and
that.
she. I thought she meant she and Lynette were birthday twins.
No,
Haley
it
and
was me and
Tina.
her.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
that's
That's it.
right.
That's cool.
Excellent.
Thank you, Tina.
All right. Anybody else for any of these charms? Okay, last call on these.
I'll take E, please.
Okay, let's see. Do you want just one or do you need multiple?
Actually, yeah. Let me get two because those would make really good earrings.
They would. All right. All right, here's two. All right, anybody else? Thank you so much, Haley.
Thank you.
All right, last call on these. And once again, even once I move them to the side, you can still let Melissa know she photographs so that we can match things up for people on the replay.
Okay, and Patty would like G and H.
Okay, I think I have a duplicate of those. Let me check before if not, I'll pull them off the screen. All right, here we go.
Oh, so
G and H,
cute. Oh, that is so cute. I love it. Good choice, Patty.
right?
Okay, and she's done.
Right, let's see if goes off for her. Anybody else before I scrape these to the side? All right, let me move these in. All right, a couple of weeks ago, I had shown y'all some beautiful dragon pendants, and I sold out. I was so sorry I sold out. I think a few people still wanted them. So I reordered and I have them now. And let me show them to you again. These are going to start at $3. Don't remember if I showed them on a night Haley was here or on a night
Oh,
somebody else
yes.
was here.
I love these.
So here's the first one. Now they're heavy because they're natural stone. They already have the veil on them, and look at the beautiful setting. that holds this natural stone. Has kind of a dragon motif.
Wow.
Oh, one more of each. Okay, we will add that for you, Patty.
Yes.
All right, so here's the first one. This one's in jade. I only have one. This one is a little bit of a lighter green. It's a venturine. I only have one. This one is a lemon quartz. It's a
Oh,
light
I love that.
yellow color. And the last color, and I do have two of this one, is white. Every time I buy them assorted, so I never know what colors they're going to send me and what quantity. So this time it was two of the white, one yellow, the aventurine, and the jade.
And
So
what's the
looking for
starting bid?
$3 starting bid.
$3.
And we'll just see where y'all bid them up to. But they're what I call necklace ready, where you just put your favorite chain through there, you
Yes.
put your favorite cord through there. If you need an extra cord, I have black cords available for just $1. I order them in bulk. This is how I order them. So if you say add a cord, I take one out. You'll see they're all brand new, and I send it with the necklace. Sometimes it's good just to have an extra cord. And if you're buying from other sellers and they don't have cords or offer you a cord, I'm glad to, sell you cords to go on somebody else's pendant. I'm, not gatekeeping here. I'm not only out for myself. It's more than fun to combine something from another seller with what I have. So I'm
Yes.
always glad to help out.
Right.
No reason you can't mix and match with different sellers.
Oh, how sweet, Patty. Patty said that she bought the first two fairies for Nana Tink and then decided I needed a pair too.
Oh, nice. Yep, I know Nana Tink. Every now and then she'll be in the chat of a group auction I'm on, and I've mailed to her a few times. All right, any interest in these dragon pendants? I'm so surprised. I sold out the first time. I thought it was going to be a
Yeah.
landslide this time, but maybe everybody's gotten what they needed. If so, that's okay. I'll save them
Mhm.
to another time, or could even bring them to OG's clothing sale. I have bought a couple of spots. Instead of getting one per day, I bought two on a Friday and one on Saturday. And y'all remember, I always close down my auction on that last Saturday of the month since I enjoy being on her auction. And I had the greatest time, Haley, when OG spent Valentine's right here on Southern
Yes.
Balmoral, and we went till hours and hours and hours. I think we were over 7 hours. We were just having such a great time. We hated to shut it down. The laughs, the singing, so much fun. So if
Yes.
any of y'all missed that, feel free to go back and watch. Okay, last
It was
call
great.
on these
Um,
pendants.
we have a
Yes.
question.
Oh, what was the question?
Tina is asking if you have a package going to Lynette already. Maybe like
Uh,
a box.
yes, Lynette has many things in her bin. So if
Okay.
anybody wants to add or gift to it, I can just throw it in there with a little gift symbol. In case anybody is unfamiliar with how gifting and shipping works on my channel, this is a great time for me to explain. So if you are gifting to somebody where they don't already have a box coming. Like, for instance, if Patty had said, can you send that to Nana Tank? I would say, yes, ma'am. But she would have to both pay for the item and pay for the shipping. If somebody has a bin going to them, like Lynette, for instance. So she's going to be packed and billed on Wednesday, Thursday, just like the rest of you. Then I will simply tape a little sign on it that says to this person from this person, and no shipping is needed because the package is going already. So that's how gifting and shipping works. So if it's somebody who already has a package going, no shipping charge. If it's somebody who doesn't, then it's your responsibility. You'll be billed, I should say. You'll be billed for the shipping to that person's address. I hope that answers the question. Janet! Hello, Janet. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, so last call on these restock of the dragon pendants with the natural stones.
Okay, and Tina was asking if you would add the Boston Terriers and the French Bulldogs to her box, and then she'll take the Chihuahua one.
Okay, Melissa's going to make a note, and even though I am not animal savvy, Melissa will know which ones are which because she is very skilled that way. So we can totally do that. All right, anybody else for the dragon pendants? Oh, Janet's in on the dragon pendant.
Oh, great. Welcome in, Janet.
I don't remember if you got one of these last time or you were one of the people who missed out, and I said, I'll try to get more in. I'll try to get more in. And once again, I want to remind y'all, I do have 2 of the white one, just 1 of the lemon quartz, just 1 of the aventurine, and just 1 of the jade. And at the top of the hour, we're going to have another $1 round. Y'all let me know what you'd like to see. Would you like to see more charms? Do you want to see a board of stickers? Do you want to see some pens? Do you want to see Post-it notes? Do you want to see greeting cards? Do you want to see bath supplies? Y'all let me know. Lots of things I can bring for the dollar round. And I am always open to taking requests from my customers.
And so to Janet.
All right, he's got great choices here. Let's see what Mr. Janet picks.
I love every color up here. Absolutely all of them look amazing.
And you know, the great thing about them being a dragon is a dragon will totally work for a powerful guy. But if you got like a strong boss lady type, or a take the bull by the horns kind of lady who is strong and powerful, those kind of women like dragons too. So they'll really work for either. You just have to have that confident personality.
Right. Okay, he says that he will take the yellow one.
Okay.
And also the one on the far right, which is the jade.
Okay.
I think. Okay. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
All right. So that leaves the 2 that are white. And really, I guess I have these in different directions. Sorry about that. And the aventurine left. The aventurine is a light green. The color may not be showing up so great. Let me see if I can get a little closer. Maybe y'all can see the delicate light green of it. Okay. Anybody else? Great choices.
Yes. Awesome.
And remember, if y'all need a black cord, I've got plenty for just $1 each. Okay, last call on these. Y'all let me know in the chat what you'd like to see for the dollar round at the top of the hour. Otherwise, I'm just going to pick something.
And I'm not seeing any more interest.
All right, let me move these to the side then. Now, I've been showing some agate slices, and I got a couple new ones in. If y'all want to see what I have left of the old ones, you are more than welcome. But these are brand new. You'll see they're in this little bag here. Um, these are going to be $5 because they are big, big, big. Here
Wow.
is the first one. And once again, they are what's called raw and irregular. They already have the holes in them. They are natural, they are real, they are heavy. You'll see there's the unfinished edge. So this is the first one. Here is the
Oh,
second one. And I love that this particular distributor gave me some with so much veining and striation. I think I actually like this distributor better than the last one I used. Look at these brilliant blues. Couldn't believe how big these were. I paid up for these, but I am so glad I did because the size is certainly worth it. All right, for my purple lovers.
oh my gosh. Wow.
And you can tell by the number of fingers that these cover. These are a substantial size.
Yes.
I'm wondering if I can fit them all in because I got three more. Let's see if I can crowd them in.
Oh, so pretty.
This one would be especially pretty because it has color to it, but you can also see through it. So it'll pick up what you're wearing with that. Let's see
Mhm.
if I can raise my camera a little bit more so I can fit a couple more in. All right. Here's the next one. And I know some people may consider this edge ugly and unfinished. I think it just gives it so much character.
I do too. I do too. I
I
love
love
that.
that look. It's like
Yes.
edging on it almost. And then here's the last one. It's like,
Wow.
sunrise, sunset here. I just
Mhm.
love that. All right. So $5 for choice because these are big. If y'all need to see any again, let me know. I wish Nana were here. She loved Megan.
Oh, so many beautiful choices, you guys.
And they gave me a pretty good variety of color as well.
They did.
Now, if y'all are looking for the smaller ones, I can get out what's left of the smaller ones, but these just arrived today, and I was so, so glad. I was surprised that the package delivery was still happening today. For those of y'all who don't know, while most of you are celebrating President's Day, here for us it's Lundi Gras. And Lundi Gras is the day before Mardi Gras. It's kind of like the Mardi Gras Eve, so to speak. But Lundi Gras, Lundi is literally the word Monday in French, just like Mardi is literally the word Tuesday in French. And Gras means big or fat.
Wow. Well, that was exciting to learn.
Yep. So, when you're sitting there in a high school French class and, they're teaching you to count, they're teaching you the days of the week. So it's like lundi, mardi, mercredi. Anyway, you get the idea. You have to learn all of those set rote things in your high school language classes. And in my school, French was the only language class offered. Okay, I can't tell if my chat isn't moving or this is just a pass, so help me out, Haley.
Okay. Um. So there has not been any interest in the chat so far.
All right, the last call on these. Did we have any suggestions for the $1 round, or shall I just pick something?
I don't see any suggestions. Yeah. And Crochet Kathy says, I
Okay.
remember French class.
Okay. Well, according to my mother, French class was much different when she was growing up. My mother used to tell these stories of when she was in French class, rather than teaching vocabulary and writing, they used to have to memorize these faux conversations that were pre
Oh.
written. And then you would be called in front of the class, and you'd have to be either person A or person B. And you would just remember the conversation. She said sometimes she didn't know what she was saying. She said, she could just repeat some of them because it was about the pronunciation. It wasn't so much about learning to use them in a situation. And I said, that
Oh.
just doesn't seem like it would work well. And my mother said, it doesn't. That's why they don't teach it that way anymore. And I'm like,
Oh,
okay,
me.
all right.
Wow.
Well, we're at the top of the hour.
And
So
it is
what I'm going to
time for Belle's
go ahead.
Bargain Bonanza.
Well, since I've already got the camera in the downward position, I might as well do one more round of the little $1 charms since those were popular. Let me lower the camera a little bit. Get out the little grid. All right, let's see what we haven't shown yet tonight.
I took Spanish too, Melissa. I actually took it for I think 2 or 3 years as well. And I can really only remember the basics though.
Oh, okay. All right, let's see. First, I've got this little sunshine. You don't often see
Oh.
sunshines in a silver tone, but here's a sunshine in a silver tone. Here's a moon with a little star hanging. Here's a moon with a little face and a star. Here's another little sunshine in silver tone. Here is a sunshine, but the center is open. So you'll be able to um, see your clothing or your hair or whatever you have going
Oh, that's
on
nice.
behind it. Here's a different sunshine with some little spokes and rays to it. Here's a nice long star. Here's a smaller little star. Another little star. Here's another little type of sunshine. This one has some blue enamel on it. This one is bronze and has a tree of light. Here's a pretty little red butterfly in
Oh.
enamel. Here's a blue heart. Hopefully nobody's heart's blue, but sometimes our hearts all get a little blue. We all have disappointments now and then. Here is a golden tree of life. Golden tone heart. Here is an oil spill tone in a leaf.
Oh,
And last but not least, here is another one of these stars in a black tone.
oh, wow.
All right, looking for $1 starting bid for choice. And these are all
And
one and done.
okay. And
So no quantities needed.
Laurie said, I learned how to count in Spanish from my kids watching Sesame Street. that is a good way to learn.
Oh, good.
Sesame Street will teach you a lot of things. Teach you how to
Yep,
spell too.
those cartoons teach parents a lot. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. They might be for kids, but parents can learn as well. I've heard from some of the people interviewed that make animation movies how they purposely put a few of the jokes in there
Yeah.
that kids aren't going to get, and they know kids aren't going to get, just for the parents who have
Right.
taken them to whatever movie it is to keep them interested and engaged.
And Tina was asking what time the Mardi Gras stream is tomorrow, and Melissa sent it in the chat that it's
3
at
p.m.
3
Central
Central
Standard Time.
tomorrow.
Yep,
Um,
that's it.
speaking of Mardi Gras, we actually bought a king cake.
Yum!
Yay! Sold to Betty.
What color piece did you pick first?
No, we bought it, but we're not going to cut it until tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell y'all, I always pick a purple piece first. That's just me.
Yeah.
I just think
Purple
the purple's the prettiest.
I'm
That's
probably do
probably
the same
silly. It all tastes the same.
thing.
But
Right. And welcome in, Nancy. We love you. Thank you for being here. Okay.
oh, y'all do me a favor. Since it's not cut up, take me a little picture and post it on the Captured Cuisine of Discord. That way
Okay.
everybody can see it. And they can see too that your king cakes in Georgia look like ours down here. And because sometimes people have this idea that Mardi Gras is only in New Orleans, which it's not. It's in lots of cities and lots of states. It's just the very biggest in New Orleans. But if you would, before you cut it, if you just take a little picture and post it, I would adore that.
Yes, we will.
Yay.
Okay.
All
Patty
right.
Patty said that she would like D.
Oh, wait, let me ask a quick question. Let me
Uh-huh.
answer a quick question. How long will it run? It's only going to be a couple of hours because we're going to raid over to Colleen's sale. So, therefore, I'm going to start at 3, and I'm trying to remember what time Colleen starts. Maybe you know. I don't know if you did her
So
thumbnails this week.
right.
Probably.
So
Is she,
she'll start at 6:30 Eastern.
which is
That's
5:30. So
5:30
my
Central.
sale
Yeah.
will only be 3 to 5:30. So I've got that hard out because I'm choosing not to broadcast at the same time. And we're going to raid over just like on Sundays. I raid over. So it's going to be a super quick, short sale.
Okay.
But great question, Patty.
All right. And
I'm so sorry if you missed it, but feel free to watch the replay. And you can also watch year 1, year 2, and year 3, since this year is the 4th annual.
yes. Okay. So Patty says she would like D
Okay,
and E
okay,
and J
okay,
and K
okay,
and L
Got it?
and P.
I'm starting to think that she might like Silvertone.
Yes. And
Oh,
then lastly R.
okay, there we go. Thank you, thank you. Nancy, welcome, welcome, Nancy, who is
Yes.
brazen with the dance. I'm so glad you're here.
Yes, we love you, Nancy.
We do. Okay, anybody for second choice?
There are still some beautiful choices up here.
I think I
Oh,
need to
wow.
start ordering more Silvertone.
Yeah.
Now that I know people prefer the Silvertone.
Patty says I make dangles for my journals out of the out of these out of the baby charms. They work great. Oh,
Ah, I like
wow.
that. I'm trying to imagine what that looks like. I wish she were on Discord so much so that she could upload some of these pretty pictures of the items she makes and how she uses the items that she gets from me. For any of y'all that don't know, on Discord, we have a whole look what I got at auction so that you can show items that you've gotten from auction and how you use them. We also have a The Easel page so that things you make yourself you can show to everybody. Those are some of my favorite pages on my Discord. All right,
Yes.
last call on these. All right. Now, I mentioned earlier that I had some cat earrings coming up. Hopefully, Justine is still here, or any of my other cat lovers. These cat earrings are going to be $3 for choice.
Oh,
And
wow.
here they are. So on the bottom tier, we've got a front view of a cat with sweet little eyes and pink fur. Then the other three are a back view. This one is white with little blue on it.
I love that.
Then when we look at the top tier here, back it up a little bit. You'll see the top ones are white with some flowers, and then we have black with some flowers. They're all
Wow.
on shepherd's hook, so $3 for choice.
These are so pretty.
Oh, we weren't wanting to see earrings, just I mean to see just crafts in general. We were just interested because it was you, sweetheart. It's you that mattered to us. That makes
Yes.
sense. Just like, if I wanted to see dogs, I could, look at any dog. But yet, when I get to see the dog or cat of somebody who I know, I love from the auction, I love looking in the pet column because it's the personal aspect that interests me.
Right. Yes.
All right. Bye, Shelby. Have a great evening. All right. Any interest in the cat earrings? If Monica were here, I bet Monica might like these too. I might have to let her know that we had some earrings tonight. Shout out to Monica if you're watching or watching the replay.
Oh.
Okay, well, if there's no interest, I'm going to move these aside. All right. Let me look down now. I want to show you a new interesting type of pen. I did bring out cats. I have a lot of cat stuff actually. I have cat necklaces, cat earrings, cat stickers, cat writing pens. So if anybody is ever interested in cat stuff, y'all let me know. They'll always bring out other stuff. Okay, let me show you this new innovation in pens. These are going to be $2 for choice. Now, at first glance, it looks like it's a pen, and you're thinking, oh, it might be free. Pardon me. What's interesting about this pen is rather than writing, it rolls, Haley. And when
Wow.
it rolls this design right here. So I'm going to take the cap off. I'm not going to put it to paper. I'm not going to use it because I don't want y'all to say, oh, that's Southern Belle. She's selling used stuff. But here's the roller. And you'll see it's going to roll the design. So you just
Oh,
roll it
wow.
along the paper. Now, if you've ever been making a list, and this happens to me all the time. I'm making a list, but I've got to get some things from this store and I've got to get some things from that store. And I've got to go to the liquidator and UPS. And I've got to somehow divide it. You can draw a little line on your paper, but sometimes the line doesn't really divide it all that well. So I found these, which I think is so interesting. So this is the green one. Here's the purple one. And this is the way the purple one writes.
Wow.
So once again, it rolls this design. And I've got these in several colors. So here's the design right here. This one is stars and dots. Here's the blue one. It's these little lines that look almost like a street. Here's the pink one. I only have one of each. And this one is orange with the little dashes. And here on the box as well, they show you what each of the lines print. So remember I showed you the wavy one first, and then you
Right.
can see the ones that are little flowers that are dots and dashes, stars, hearts. So that's what they're going to look like on your page.
Wow, that's cool.
So maybe you like to write letters, maybe you like to do some edging or tags, menus, something to just kind of fancy up a scrapbook or a journal.
Yes.
Because maybe
Yes.
on your journal, you can't fill up the whole page. Sometimes you're just
Right.
not that inspired. So maybe you want to put this in the middle of a journal page and you want to make
Yes.
every journal page into 2 days. And this would be such a decorative way to divide up a journal page. Or maybe you're writing a letter to the grandparents and you want one half for grandma and one half for
Yeah.
grandpa, and you could
I,
differentiate it that way. Or maybe
I
it
was
goes
thinking that.
down the side of the page and one side is pro and one side is con, because that's a great way to help in decision making.
Yep. Yep. I was thinking that that these would be pretty to use in like greeting cards and um, stuff like that. Besides the obvious things that you could use it for in like scrapbooking and journaling, junk journaling. This would be great for all of that. Really pretty up your pages, but it also would just be great to use in a greeting card or a letter.
Well, Patty's in for two, and Tina is giving a testimonial that the dashes look like stitching, which I never thought about before, but now that you say it, I totally see it. And she has one, and she loves hers. I'm so glad.
Oh, that's great.
I've never seen these before until I hate to say it, I've never seen any before until I found them. But
Right.
that's really true. As soon as I saw these, I thought, these are so original that It's something I have to bring to auction because I don't think I'm ever
Yeah.
going to find these again. I found these in my liquidator. So they're all one and done.
All right. So to Patty.
And wouldn't this be a great clean sweep? Because I don't think I'm ever going to get these again.
Yes. Yes, it would.
But let's see which one she wants, or maybe she'll clean sweep it. And do you want her to pick by color or design?
Probably by color. We'll see what she
Okay.
puts. I can probably
All right.
figure it out either way. Oh, clean sweep. That's
All
easy.
right.
She
Okay.
says a
Yes.
clean
Yes.
sweep.
Yes. Yes. And then too, I can just put it back in the box they came in. Love that
Yes.
too. Because if it made it to me in one piece, then it's going to make it them. And with my driving, I tell you, stuff that I'm transporting home myself from the liquidator, my oh my. Okay, thank you, thank you.
And Nancy has a prayer request in the chat,
Okay,
and
let's hear
we
it.
will definitely be praying, Nancy. And I'm very sorry to hear that. She said, "Pray for me and my family. My aunt Dee Dee passed away last Tuesday, and
I'm so sorry for
we are
that.
sorry to hear that. And we'll be praying for you and your family."
Absolutely. All right, next, this one is going to be $5. This is the back. It's a rug. It's a welcome mat. And for
Oh
any of you
wow!
who say, that's too big, Belle can't mail that out. Well, I can fold it in half, or if that's not enough, I can roll it like so and send it to you. So I can get it to you. I really can. So, but it's got these three cute little. If y'all were here Sunday, you saw that I have a table runner that exactly matches this. But you didn't have to buy the table runner in order to get this. You'll see one has a horseshoe, the one in the middle has a plaid clover, and then on the end, a pot of gold.
I love it. That is so cute.
So, a great way to welcome your guests. Or I like to just use these in my kitchen because I think it's a great way to decorate. Plus, when I'm standing washing dishes, or even when I'm in front of the stove and I'm making one of those things where it says stir continuously so it doesn't stick. And you're just standing there, standing there, standing there. It gives your feet and your back some cushion.
Yes.
I do have two of these, so if you need a matching set for in front of your stove and in front of your sink, I do have that. Or for inside and outside of your front door and your back door.
So cute.
And once again, it's got the little grippers on the back, so it's going to stay put.
Oh, that's beautiful, Patty. Patty also had an Aunt Dee Dee, a great Aunt Dee Dee.
Oh. Well, such a popular name, and so many times that wasn't even their name. It was just they had a difficult name that we couldn't say. For instance,
Right.
I thought for the longest time my mother had an Aunt B. And I'm like, one time when I was in college, I said something about Aunt B, and she passed away right after that. And I said something about wanting to look her up to send her something. And my mother said, you know, that's not her name, right? And I said, ma'am? And she's like, you couldn't say the word Blanche as a child. So we just called her my Aunt B. Um, so because she was actually my grandmother's sister, she was my mother's aunt.
Right.
Um,
Wow.
so, but as a little girl, apparently I couldn't say Blanche. And I'm like, all the time, we're watching the Golden Girls, and you never
Right.
said, oh, you know, that her only aunt was named Blanche. I'm like, really, mother? You didn't say it then? That would have been the time to tell me.
That's funny. Oh,
Oh, okay. Any interest? All right. We're going to pass on this then. All right. Next, I'm going to start this at $3. I don't know if anybody irons anymore. I don't iron. I was never taught to iron. I had parents that iron. I think now a lot of people use steamers or they just decide that, ironing isn't necessarily necessary.
mhm.
Also, I found out that if you hang clothes on a line or you wash things, there is such a thing as hand ironing, which is interesting, where you smooth out the wrinkles before it dries just on the hanger. Anyway, I'm going to start this at $3. It's an ironing board cover and pad. It is stain and scorch protection, um, thick foam pad, cozy nose pocket. I have no idea what that means. Cozy nose pocket, and it's this pretty gray and white chevron. So here it is. It's my camera here. All right. So anybody need an ironing board cover? Or maybe you just want the padding and cover for something else.
Okay, Melissa
Oh,
says she
Melissa
still
says that
uses
she
one.
still uses.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay. So maybe there's like a crafting use for iron. I have heard of something called iron on transfers. So I'm
Yes,
guessing that there
there
are
is.
some crafts that use irons.
Yep.
Well, I tell you what, I'm going to make it for choice. So you can get the ironing cover. The second choice you can get is this over the door hook, over the door rack. And here's the part that goes over the door. Oops. It has three holders, but look, it's a little
Ah, teddy bear.
teddy bear. This is not going to sit right against a wall. So I don't want y'all to think it doesn't work, but there it is. So now it's for choice. But how cute would that rack be in a children's room, or even maybe for your foyer for gloves or scarves for your reusable grocery bags?
So cute. And so many different things you could use that for. So many different things you could hang and organize.
Absolutely.
It would be so cute to I would use something like this to put my jewelry on. And I would hang bracelets,
Oh, I love that.
necklaces.
Hmm.
You could even drape um, bracelets and necklaces in it. So I would use this for jewelry.
Great idea. Love it, love it. Okay, well, last call on this then. All right. I've got a couple of other things for St. Patrick's Day. So $4 for choice. The first choice is going to be, back up my camera so y'all can see this. It is a flag. This is what it looks like. St. Patrick's Day. It's got the leprechaun with the clovers. And
Oh,
here it is. So that's your first choice. Your second choice, which is not in the bag, is this cute hat. And it's got the clovers and says St. Patrick's Day. So, two different options. You can choose leprechaun or hat as your choice. Great decoration for outside. You just slide it on your little garden um, flag holder.
yeah.
If anybody needs a garden flag holder, I do have those year round for just $5. Let's see if I can make both of these fit in the camera here. That's better. All right. Any interest in a garden flag? All right. If there's no interest, I'm going to move these aside. Next, let's see if anybody likes nose. This one is brand new. It's a hanging gnome sign. It says St. Patrick's Day. Let me see if I can take it out of the package for y'all. So he's got a plaid hat with a little
Aw.
buckle. Let's see if I can hang him on this little nail. All right, let me tilt my camera up. All right, there he is. Let me measure him for y'all. He is about 12 inches, not counting the hanger. Looking for $3. Boop.
He's so cute. Gnomes are
The
so cute.
noses are so big. I just got to boop the nose.
I know, I know.
All right. Any interest? It seems like you see so many gnomes in and around St. Patrick's Day. Although I have
Yeah,
to admit, I like the gnomes better than the leprechauns. So,
right.
but maybe that's just me.
They are. I think they are a little bit cuter than a leprechaun.
Now, I will say, Laurie feels like that the gnomes were taking the elves' jobs. So I don't know if she or anybody else feels like the gnomes are taking the leprechauns' jobs because, really,
Huh?
when else are leprechauns, going to be seen?
Right.
So,
Maybe.
all right. I tell you what, I don't think I've done a price drop yet tonight. Let's price drop this because it's one and done, and I hate to have to show this again. Let's price drop this down to $2. Oh, wait, Laurie says yes, they are. So not only are gnomes taking over the elves' jobs, but apparently gnomes are taking over the leprechauns' jobs. Now, I'm the awful person that said I like gnomes better than leprechauns. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I take it back. My mind has changed. We'll save the gnomes for Valentine. No, they'd be taking over Cupid's jobs.
That's
Laurie, what
right.
holiday can we have gnomes for? You let
I
me
don't,
know what holiday gnomes are okay for. That's what I need to.
yeah.
Laurie can
They
figure
can't.
these things out. She'll find some holiday where gnomes
I
can,
know. And
So,
it can't be Easter either because then they take the Easter bunny's job.
well, and it can't be the patriotic holidays because that's Uncle Sam. And
Oh,
it
me.
can't be fall because that's scarecrows. So
Maybe they
we
could
gotta
take
find a
Father's,
holiday for some gnomes.
maybe Father's Day.
Oh, I like that. A gnome as the mascot for Father's Day. That sounds good to me. All right, so we got the price drop in. Anybody for this price drop? You're gonna pack it up in the bag, either to store or to mail. So y'all get in on this. Otherwise, it'll be available on the replay. All right, next $2 for choice. I have some big gel clings. Usually gel clings are about half this size. When they're half this size, I sell them for $1. But these are twice as big. Here's my ruler. Let me change the camera here. All right, so here's the ruler. I am still not far down enough. All right, let me see here. So big. All right, so it's almost 12 and almost 12. That's how big they are. So this one says loads of luck and has the green truck. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. All right, the next opportunity, this one, see if I can move this to the side. This one says lucky and has some horseshoes and some shamrocks. If you didn't want to use the shamrock and you just liked going to the horse races to support the horses and jockeys, you could almost use it for that purpose too. If racing were in your household. All right. So these are the two options. Loads of luck and lucky. Anybody find these worthy of $2?
And Patty's in for 2.
Wonderful. I do want to let y'all know at the top, I think I forgot to show this, it says reusable and washable for ages 3 and up.
Oh, nice. And you have multiples of these?
I have just one of the lucky, and I
Okay.
have 3 of loads of love.
Okay.
And really, the loads of love, if you even just wanted to use it for just the green truck,
I
you could
know.
do that
You
too.
could. Year
Because
round.
you don't necessarily have to use every single
Right.
word or letter or part.
And so to Patty.
All right, let's see which one are one. So glad y'all are here tonight.
Okay, and Tina says they say for windows only, but I've put them on mirrors too. That would be a cool way to decorate, to put them on mirrors.
And I was going to say, I also Yes, 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 yes. And really, anything metal, I've used them on refrigerators and washer dryers and
Right.
dishwashers because the something about the cold of the metal makes it easy to peel off. So I can totally see how it would work on a mirror too. Great
Right.
idea. Tina is full of the great ideas tonight.
She is. And Patty says, I'll take all four. Please surprise four people with open boxes by dropping one of them in each box. How sweet!
Ooh, okay. So here's the other two. So y'all won't know if it happens to be you or happens to be somebody else. When you open your package, you might be one of the people that says to your name from Patty. Love it,
Oh,
love
I
it.
love it too. That is such a
She's
beautiful thing to
sharing the
do.
celebration. I love it.
Yes.
Okay, $2 starting bid. I have a giant storage hammock. Now, keep in mind, this is not a person hammock, this is a storage hammock. And you can see here how they have stored pillows and blankets, but you could use it for stuffed animals. You could use it for so many things. When it says huge, it means huge. It is 55 inches
Wow.
by 39 inches by 39 inches. Who would have thought that the small size are still more than 3 feet?
That's
More
amazing.
than 3 feet.
Wow.
But I have a secret about it, Haley, that makes it even better.
Oh.
The secret is you're thinking, well, how am I going to put that up? How do I know what's going to be strong enough, what the proper hardware is going to be? It comes with all the hardware. You
Oh
don't
my
have to guess.
goodness.
You don't have to go to Home Depot. You don't have to search for it. You don't have to pay additionally. All three of the pieces that fit perfectly into the loops are right here with it. So it's the
Wow.
huge giant hammock plus all of the hardware.
Wow.
$2 a starting bid.
That is amazing. Everything you need right here in the package.
So maybe you have a storage room or an attic. I think up north they call it a basement. But most of the time, you've only got stuff stored on the floor or on shelves. If you're not using your ceiling, then you've got all that wasted space at the top. But so many times people are like, well, how do I stack things there? You know, if my stacks get any taller, they're going to fall over. If you have it in a hammock, you don't have to worry about your stack falling over because it stands independently because it's into the wall. So this is the way you use that space at the top ceiling of your storage room, storage space.
That is so nice. And
And
such a
if you're worried
great,
about the
yeah.
stuff getting dusty, rather than just throw a pillow in there, you put the pillow in a case or you put the pillow in a shopping bag or even a garbage bag. You can always put things in a dust cover if you're worried about them
Right.
getting dusty up there.
Yep. And again, it's a great way to save
And
on space. So, yeah.
exactly. And if you're ever flooded, it's not going to get up there. So,
Right?
because I'll tell you, in the South, when we start having flooding, what we're doing is all of a sudden we're putting things on top of the counters, on top of our armoires, on top of our
Oh,
dining tables. We are moving everything up we can.
right.
So if or when the floor gets flooded, we've lost less of the stuff we need. All right. Well, last call on this then.
Oh, we love you,
Oh,
Laurie.
thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much for
much.
stopping by, Laurie. Hopefully
Yes.
you can stop by tomorrow. We love it, love it, love it when you're here.
Yes.
All
Love you
right, let
being
me show
here.
you another gadget that I think makes homekeeping easier. Um, do you ever have a hard time making a bed, Haley?
I do.
Sometimes it is so hard to get, the top sheet and the bottom sheet
Yes.
underneath. And especially if your bed is against a wall, against a headboard, against
That's the
another
worst.
side.
Yep.
Well, this is a gadget. So what it is it pushes the sheet for you. Now, this is the tablecloth, but if you just want to imagine, look how it's going to push under. Look how it's going to push under.
Oh,
Push
wow.
up. So this is big and strong. It's not going to bend, and it has a long handle. You can even hang it if you want to, but it is literally just that pushing device
Wow.
so that you can really get the sheets tucked. Because there are some people who toss and turn, and the sheet will come untucked by their
Yes.
feet, and
Yes.
nobody wants tucked feet. So you need it extra tucked there. And this is the device to do that. So this device, $3 starting bid. I only have one.
And Tina, you're so right. Saves on breaking a nail. That has happened so many times when you're trying to really dig and get that sheet under there, and you got to like pull the mattress up and get the sheet just right, and it's so hard. And this is such a great idea for that.
Well, and the other problem is, I don't know about y'all, but most of the time I need a new mattress, but mattresses are so expensive. So
Right.
on top of my mattress, I then have some of those. Down south, we call them egg crates. They're not
Right.
actually crates you put eggs in, but it's like a foam topper.
Yep.
Um,
I had that. Yep.
and and then after a while, 5, 10 years, they kind of flatten out. So you get a
Right.
second one, a third one, and you just keep building up your bedding. But the problem is, the more you have on top of that old mattress, the more you've got to pull and tuck at your sheets in order to get them in. So I've had one of these for, I don't know, maybe a year or two now, and it just helped me so much. So
Wow, that's awesome.
now, y'all don't try these with like a knife or anything at home. This is specially made for the bed. You'll notice it's not sharp. It is super curved. Therefore, it won't hurt your sheets. I know some of y'all are saying, I've got some kitchen gadgets that I could probably do this with. But I'm telling you, if you try to rig one of these yourself, it's not going to work. So,
Right.
especially
That's
since
right.
it's only $3. So I love that this isn't any harm to your sheets because it is specifically made for this. I love when I find gadgets that really solve problems I have because even if y'all don't have those problems, I have those problems. And I usually think if I have that problem, maybe somebody else has that problem.
Yes.
I always think I'm saving up for a new mattress, and yet it would be so hard to get it home and to carry it in, when you're by yourself. So I just keep putting off
It
on
is.
it and trying to add little things just to make it more comfortable. But we spend more time asleep than any other place. We spend more time in our bed, and that's really where we should do our investing. More time than
Mhm.
we spend at a desk or at a table or anywhere else. So statistically, anyway.
And welcome in, Red Road Reseller. We're so happy you're here.
Hey, Lena, I hope you're well. We've
Yes,
been missing you.
and also we're so happy to have Joni with us.
Judy! Okay, we're going to pass on this. Next, $2. $2. I have St. Patrick's Day garland. And how much garland is on here, you ask? 25 feet.
Wow.
But maybe you're saying, that's nice, but solid green, don't you have something that's maybe a little bit more fancy or more colorful? I do. If you'd prefer green and gold together, this one is 25 feet as well. So two different types, all green or green and gold. $2 for choice. And the way these garlands are set up, they're on a wire. So if you want to wind them around um, wreaths, if you want to use these to close up gift bags, if you want to swirl these around your chandelier or your headboard or anything, they will keep their shape. You can bend them into shapes and it will stay because it's on a wire base.
That's awesome.
I've seen these around lampstands. I've seen these around candle holders. And what you can do is you take your everyday decor, you wind this around for the month of St. Patrick's Day. Then when it's over, you just unwind it, put it in a little bag or baggie or whatever, and you can bring it out next year and reuse it. Just twist it around to add a little holiday verb, and
Yep.
then it can go back to being your everyday decor after this. And suddenly those old candlesticks suddenly have a modern holiday feel. Okay, any interest? Come on, crafters, where are y'all? You know who we're missing tonight is Diane. Diane loves some craft stuff.
Oh,
All right, well, I will move these aside. I was going to show a bunch of other craft stuff, but if we don't really have a crafting audience tonight, let me show this instead. This is going to be $3. Now, I've seen a lot of cute little rubber duckies. This is probably the largest rubber ducky that I have ever seen. It is huge. You can look at it in the size of my hand. This is not the tiny little rubber ducky that's just floating in the bath. Huge. So, in fact, I'm going to show it next to a bottle of water. Here's a bottle of water, and here's the rubber ducky. Look at the size of this rubber
oh,
ducky.
wow.
So $3 starting bid. Let's see. Krista B is here. Hi, Krista. I hope you like
Hey.
the items that you got last week. I'm so glad you came back. I looked back and saw that you were selling Boston Terrier earrings, and I don't suppose you have more. Melissa, do you remember which of they weren't earrings, they were pendants. The earrings, I think, were cats. I do have some of the pendants left. Melissa, do you happen to remember, or maybe Haley remembers, which of the
Um,
dog
the
were left?
what you had on the board of the Boston Terriers
Mhm.
sold. Um, so
Oh,
I don't know if
okay.
there was more of those or if that was all that what was on the board.
That was all there was. I thought
Okay.
there might be some other similar dogs. I was going to tell her which dogs were still left. Um, I don't really know one dog from another, so I was hoping that maybe y'all could tell her which dogs were still left. But if she only wanted Boston Terrier, then I am so
Right.
sorry.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to try to look for some more of those or something similar. If y'all are interested, let me know and I'll get to working on that. And Tina says popular with Jeep owners. Okay.
Yep, they
But
are.
look how sweet it is. But if you had a lot of room or a super big bathtub, maybe you even want this floating in your jacuzzi or hot tub.
Yep. That would be cute.
Or maybe take it to the beach.
And because it's so big, which makes it different than just like a regular little rubber ducky, you could even do something kind of creative and crafty with it, even for Easter, and decorate
Oh, I like
for
that
Easter.
idea.
Yeah,
I could totally see that in an Easter um, basket, or maybe
yeah,
it's a prize for the Easter egg hunt.
yeah.
Love that. Oh, look, Krista loved her necklace. I'm so glad.
Oh, that's awesome.
I don't think I've shown any necklaces yet, although I certainly will be if you're looking for more necklaces. All right, let's move this aside. Well, speaking of that, let's bring out some jewelry. Let's see if anybody likes elephants. I did have bejeweled elephants at the beginning. Here are some stone.
Oh,
These are going
wow.
to be $6 for choice. So the first one is a pretty blue and white sodalite. And you'll see their trunks up. Here is the back of the gemstone. It's open so the gemstone can breathe. And if you haven't had gemstones before, they are cold, ice cold. This one is aventurine, and this one is amethyst.
Wow.
$6 for choice. Anybody like some elephants?
And Melissa says, "Oh, I love these. I love them too. These are beautiful. So unique."
Your chat must have
And
updated before mine.
yeah. Our chat in StreamYard isn't updated yet. I'm watching it here on my phone though. Also, Krista B said I only like Boston Terriers, and I told a story when they were up that I used to have a Boston Terrier mix, and she was one of the best dogs I've ever had, and very special. They have such a sweet personality.
Any interest in these sweet elephant necklaces? You'll see these are on black cords that have a lobster claw clasp and an extender. Sodalite, aventurine, and amethyst.
And Melissa says that it's good luck when the elephant's trunk is up like that.
So it said. All right, well, if there's no interest, we can pass on that. All right, let me get the bigger mannequin out. And I want to show you a longer necklace. Take a look at this one. Talk
Oh,
about strong and powerful. Um, so it starts with, I'm not sure if this is a tooth or a tusk or what. It's got silver on the end of it, so it's not jagged and poking. Then it's got some carnelian and turquoise here. And then on the back, it is double-sided with yet another stone, yet
wow.
another color. So double-sided, an extra long cord on this one. I think it's so that guys can wear it too. So we're going to start this one at $8. $8.
Wow, that's amazing. That is so pretty, and you could wear it with so many things. Um, I would love to take a necklace like this. It's so beautiful, and like put it with a t-shirt and jeans or something, and then that way, I've got something to make me look a little bit nicer than just my t-shirt and jeans. So this is a great way to style up any outfit.
Absolutely. And to me, there's something so like cutting edge and kind of fierce and rock and roll about this.
There is, yep.
Okay. Any interest? All right. If not, we've been showing a lot of dogs and cats tonight. Here is another cutie pie. Look at this
Ah,
sweet one. This one's going to be
oh,
$5.
that's so cute. Wow, and it's got a little flower in his hair. That's so cute.
Yeah. All right. Any interest? All right. If not, we're going to pass on that then. All right. Let's see what else we have. All right. Let me bring this one out. And this one is a beautiful flower. And it has an articulated dangle. This one's going to be $6.
Wow.
And you'll let me know if there's any particular type of necklace or jewelry you're looking for, maybe earrings or bracelet. But I do see it's the top of the hour.
Yeah.
So let's have another $1 round. And if y'all have requests, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to pick something. All right. How about some stickers? Anybody in the mood for stickers?
Oh boy.
Now, if y'all want to request a specific type, you can. I was hoping Michelle would be here tonight because she had requested some Victorian ones, but I don't see her. So y'all let me know. Would you like Victorian cats, dogs, cows, sunflowers, stained glass windows? Otherwise, I'm just going to pick something. Last week, sunflowers were much more popular than I ever thought, and I do still have a few
Yeah.
more that I haven't shown. Well, if we don't have any other requests, I might just go with those then. And my apologies to Patty Rose before I even show this first one. We love you, Patty. This one says, in a world full of roses, be a sunflower.
So pretty.
It's only because roses are so pretty, and Patty is a rose.
Yes.
All right. Apparently, it shows that sunflowers can grow anywhere, even from the ashes to ashes and dust to dust, because new
Oh,
life always forms. This sunflower has lots of fun color. I've heard of people
wow.
painting the flowers and pressing them. Maybe this is what
Yeah.
it's showing. Here is just a simple, classic sunflower. Sometimes they're just so naturally beautiful, you don't need to
Yes.
do much to it.
Oh,
Here's
wow.
another one. Here's one in black and white. Something so
Oh,
artistic
wow.
when it's in black and white, and you still know it's a sunflower. I don't know why this one says please go away. I don't make the stickers. It just came in the
That's
package.
funny.
But maybe it's go away so that you can enjoy the beauty of nature without a lot of yakety yak. I don't know. All right, here's another one.
Aw.
Some of these are so big, it's hard to get them to fit in my grid. Here are some in a lovely vase.
Oh, wow. That's pretty.
This one, again with the skull, but you know, even in
Oh,
cemeteries, flowers grow,
yeah.
and God has a wonderful way of making new things form. Okay, here's the next one. This one, you just see the beautiful head on the flower.
And these are two for $1, right? Or
Yes, these
is
are
it
two for $1.
two
Yes,
for a
yes.
dollar, Patty? Yeah.
All right, here, this one must be about saving the planet because it says there is no planet B. That's right,
Oh,
this is our one and only planet.
that's right.
All right, let's see. Next, we have good vibes,
Oh,
and the
wow.
O's are sunflowers. How cute is that? Okay, let's see. I might have run out. Let me check and see if I have any more. Oh, no, I got a couple more. All right, this one says, let's see. Keep
Oh,
your face towards the sunshine. This one says, let's see, peace, love, and I guess sunshine or
oh.
sunflowers. And this one says, let there be sunflowers.
Oh, let it be.
Oh, and the top says, when the night is cloudy and there is still a light that shines on me, shine until tomorrow, and when the night is cloudy. Okay, apparently it's a whole little poem.
Yeah.
Yep, stickers are two for $1. All right, Patty's in for dollar, looking for $1.25. Y'all need to see any again up close. Oh, Patty says that must be the lyrics to the Beatles song "Let It Be." I
Yeah,
guess I
that's what I was
probably didn't know
thinking.
before
I
our
thought
time.
so too.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, all right. I only know the chorus, which is let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be, singing words of wisdom, let it be. But I guess there must be some verses or something. I just haven't heard the whole song. I've only heard that part to sing commercials.
Yep,
I'm the worst. If OG were here, she would sing the rest.
she
See,
would.
shout
She'd
out
sing
to
the whole
OG. She's
song.
not watching. But if you are, I need you to sing the rest of the words. I need you.
Get up here and sing the whole song.
Next time y'all see OG, you say, Belle needed you to finish one of her songs. Oh, and she'll say, yeah, she always needs me to finish one of her songs. She barely knows the chords. And she's right. I just don't listen to very much secular music, especially ones before my time. All right, we are sold.
Sold to Penny.
All right, let's see which one or one she picks. And they're all one and done, of course. All right, if you'll be so kind as to read them out.
Okay, she'll take A,
Okay,
F,
okay,
G, H, I, J, K, M, N,
she couldn't just clean and sweep it, huh? Okay.
and O. I know
Okay, all right.
when she put in the chat, I had to look it real close. I thought, is that all of the letters? I said, no, there's a few left out.
Okay.
Okay, anyone else?
Anyone else?
Okay, and Tina says she will take P and C.
Okay. P and C. Got it.
And Betty says, "Be a sunflower is never coming to my house." LOL.
Well, if you ever get gifted it, I have to send what people gift you. Don't say that because somebody might, gift it to you just to be funny. So be careful.
Somebody might gag gift.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. I feel bad that I only have 4 left. Do you think we should do a second round?
I do. I do think so.
Ooh. I don't have enough to do a second round of flowers.
Okay.
So it would have to be a second round of something else.
I think we should do stained glass.
Stained glass. Okay. Let's do that. Otherwise, I was going to open up one of these Victorian ones, but I so hate to do it without Michelle being here. I sent her an email, but I almost started to pick cats because we have so many people that seem to like cats tonight. All right, let me get out the stained glass. So, but we've got lots more hours, and if y'all want to see more stickers, all you have to do at the top of the hour is say, bring back more stickers. All right, 2 for $1. Here we go. All right, here's the first one.
Oh, so pretty.
Lovely pastel. And I'm telling you, if you're making stuff for Easter, I think these would be great for Easter. All right, here's the next one. Love the black outlines on this one.
Wow.
Here's the next one.
Wow.
It's like going to a cathedral without having to
Yeah.
make the long.
Wow. Look at that. Wow, the colors are so pretty. Wow.
I love that it almost looks like a tree holding the center or hands holding the center.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of that. He's got the whole world in his hands.
Yes.
And anytime y'all find some worthy of $2 for $1, y'all can go ahead and put your bid in. Don't have to wait till I've shown them all.
Wow, look at those flowers.
I love that this one's so floral looking.
So pretty.
This one almost looks like tie-dyed, even though you know it's in glass. And I love the 4 little circles at the top, like north, south, east, west, maybe.
Yep.
Or maybe to look at the sea through it.
Gorgeous choices. And Melissa says, I have these and they are amazing. Beautiful colors, and you could decorate.
I showed a few of these one time before.
Yes, you could decorate so much with these, and it would just be gorgeous. It would make a card so pretty that you send to someone, or journaling, or even making like Bible notes and things. Would be a great way to make the page so pretty.
You know what I think would be great is I know a lot of people like to scrapbook and make their own cards and so forth. I've never heard of anybody making their own bookmark. But imagine if you made your own bookmark and this were the top. And, you know, there's got to be some kind of cardboard or cardstock or paper that's thick enough, or maybe some kind of piece of metal where you could make your own bookmark. And I think this would be great at the top, and maybe you put a design at the bottom, or you copy a Bible verse on it. I'd love to see these made into bookmarks.
Yes, that's a great idea.
Any interest? Let me show these one more time. Would y'all have rather cows or cats or the Victorian women?
Probably cats. I think there was a lot of cat fans tonight.
Well, if y'all want to do over, let me know. Otherwise, I'll give just a second with the lag, and then I'll scrape these aside, and we'll go on to something else. Okay, last call. Well, I never know what's going to be popular, so I just guess. But I love when y'all tell me in the chat what you want to buy. That makes my
Yep.
life so much easier. All right, let me set these aside. If y'all want to go back to stickers for some dollar round, we can, or we can go to other things. Okay, next, $5 starting bid. I want to show you a beautiful bracelet. This one has little turquoise chips on it. And it's got a little butterfly in the center. Love you, Jane. Some little butterflies made into it as
Wow.
well. It's got a nice long extender with a lobster claw. So this is going to be $5.
Gorgeous.
Thank you. It'd go great if you maybe have a turquoise necklace and you just need some little bracelet to go with it. And love the little dangle down here.
Yes.
Just $5, natural stones. So it's got some weight to it. It also reminds me of Nancy. Shout out to Nancy.
Yep.
All right, well, last call on this. Now, maybe you were liking the butterflies, but turquoise just isn't your thing. I do have this little butterfly bracelet. It also has a lobster claw clasp on it, nice long extender on it. This little one, because it doesn't have gemstones on it, this one's going to be just $3. $3, so
Wow.
sweet.
That is so pretty for that.
Anybody for this more dainty one? Nice silver tone. Okay, any interest? All right, we will pass on this as well. Here's the next necklace. This is very dainty. A sweet little scene with this little swing in the trees.
Oh.
Some little sisters sitting on it. And here's the back of it. Just nice and simple and dainty. I'm going to start this one at just $3.
Wow.
Got a little iridescent color behind it, just kind of poking out.
So
Camera's
detailed.
really not picking up I was going to say, the camera's really not picking up the detail of this, but it is gorgeous.
Yes.
Just $3.
It would make such a pretty gift for Mother's Day, and or to give to your daughter, your sister, your best friend. Um, so many things could apply, and it's so pretty.
Absolutely. Okay, last call on this one. Okay, well, maybe this isn't a jewelry audience. Let's go to something completely different. Let me show you these pretty little jars that I'm wrapped up. These are going to be $2. They say winter is coming, and they have a cute little ties on them. They also have cute little charms. I'm going to start
Aww.
these for $2. Y'all keep in mind, I would have sold just the charm for $1, but also this shows you another great thing you can do with these charms. That you can just put them on a little elastic and put them around bottles, put them around vases. Um, but I love the way this one is painted. Keep what you want to in it. It's got a cork. So $2. It's too bad you can't put a little snow in it and mail it to me.
Ah. I bet we have some people here that would love to get rid of some snow.
All right, any interest? All right, we will move this to the side then. All right, next, how many of y'all like to change your purses a lot? Because maybe you want a purse that goes with your outfit. And somebody
Yep.
might be saying, wait, are you saying this is a purse? No, I'm not saying this is a purse. I have one of these and I use it inside my purse. So it pokes out here. And what is it? It's all compartments. So you've got pockets here, you've got pockets here. You've got a big pocket here. I like to put my wallet in here. And then in here, this is where I have my snacks. I have my makeup bag. I have all the
Yep.
big stuff here. Then here you've got one with a zipper. Maybe it's for change for your tolls or whatever. Or for me, I use a laundromat. Then you've got pockets. Maybe it's for glasses, sunglasses. Um, and so I call this my inner purse. So when I change purses, I reach in, pick this up, and put this into a whole nother purse. And that's what I do each time. So I don't actually have my stuff rolling around in my purses. Even when I go to throw out my purse because my purse is done or my purse has lost some of the studs on it or it's getting raggedy around the handles. Inside of the purse looks pristine because my stuff never touched the bottom of the purse. It always touched what I call a purse liner. So I'm calling this
That's
a
so
purse
smart.
liner, $5.
Yeah, that is so
It
smart too.
preserves your purse. Now, I
Yeah.
don't use super fancy purses. I don't use name brand purses
Mhm.
but I still want to keep my purses in as good of a shape as I can and preserve them. Plus, when you're reaching in, and let's be honest, a lot of times you're driving, and so your eyes have to stay on the wheel. You've got to reach in blindly, and you want to know that it's in this compartment, and this compartment. And by it having different compartments of different sizes and shapes, when you're just feeling around for it while you're driving or while you're doing something else, that helps to find the stuff.
Right.
So I only have one of these. I find these super handy. I bought this as a spare and I thought I haven't used it. I'm just going to sell it off because the one I have just has lasted and lasted and lasted so well. And let me
That's
give y'all a
awesome.
measurement on this because I don't want y'all to think it's a tiny little size. So here's the inside. Once again, you'll see here's the inside. It is a nice big size. So if you're saying, but my purses are so big, I don't need just another cosmetics bag. This is not another cosmetics bag, but it will certainly hold cosmetics bags. Hmm. All right. Any interest? All right. We're going to pass on this. Next, let's talk storage and organization. I use so many of these. These are collapsible storage containers. I have these in two colors. I'll turn it backwards for a second so you can see. This one is kind of a cream buff color, and this one is navy blue. Here's the handle on this one. And so the specifications of this are 8.5 by 11.5 by 4.75 tall. These are going to be $2. $2. So if you need a little storage when you want to sort through something, or I use these when I want to carry out something I'm going to show when y'all see me reaching to the side. I have a lot of these kind of bins and storage. And then once I've sold out, I just fold them up until I need them again. Love these so much.
That's so
Just
nice.
$2.
And you can store all kinds of stuff in
Yep.
these. They're great to like even organize. You could organize like important papers and things like that, but also, they'd be great to um, organize just basic things too, like socks or um, really anything, crafting supplies, pens, notebooks. You can
And you
never
know,
have
you
too much
can use
storage.
right.
Yeah,
And you can use these inside drawers too. Like, for
right.
instance, as my dad got older, we put some of these inside his drawers. So he'd say, open my top drawer and bring me the socks. And he wanted to look through to see, maybe because he had a lot of novelty socks. So maybe he was choosing dogs that day, maybe he was choosing cats, maybe he was choosing solid colors. But that way, he didn't have to go there and stand and look through his sock drawer because you could just pull this out and there was a handle. Therefore, and he had two of these that just happened to fit in his drawer. It was so easy for that. But
Right.
you can also put these on the counter for your hair accessories as well,
Yep.
or something else you need to store. Put these on the shelves of an etagere as well. Roll your towels
Right.
up or whatever in them. Okay, any interest? If not, we're going to pass. If you're saying, I like that idea, but I need an even bigger size. Hey, Belle, any chance you have a bigger size? Okay, $3. I have a bigger size. And you'll see the same two colors. Here's the navy, here's the cream. The size on these for $3 is 11 inches by 11 inches by 8 inches
Wow.
tall. So way bigger for only $1 more. If you have shelves maybe in your garage or in a storage room, these would be great. Put your Christmas ornaments in them.
Yes, that'd be awesome.
My mother used to have a storage area, and what she'd do is she had different colors for the holidays. So she would choose one color for Christmas, another color for Valentine's, another for Easter, so that when she wanted to do the decorating, she knew which color to pull out. So she used to say in the
Wow.
old days, we had to store things in boxes, and then you had to write on the boxes, or
Right.
you had to strike out through them and then put some kind of, label. And all of their labels were "Hello, my name is," because that's just what was available at their
Right.
store.
Right.
But it was the name of the product inside. So once she could
Yeah.
finally store things in the fabric totes, they hold up so much better than cardboard boxes.
Right.
Sorry about the glare. So $3. And I love that they have handles on them too. So when you want to pull them out, so easy.
Yes.
Okay, last call. Well, I seem to be striking out here. So not a jewelry crowd, not an organizational crowd. You'll let me know some of the things you might like. We tried crafts earlier. Um, y'all give me a little direction, pretty please. While I'm waiting for that direction, something I feel like we can all use, I use these, are wipes. Now, these happen to be for huggies, but you don't have to have some little body to hug in order to
Right.
use them. I use these because they are sensitive and they're fragrance free. Because when I am wiping things, I'm not wanting to wipe fragrance onto it. So I love them for that reason. three
Yes.
dollars for a Huggies 48 count. It's the kind with a little pop up top. I love that arrangement. Straighten out the packaging. Here we go.
I love these kind too because I do have some like allergy issues, and so I like to use this kind of like natural and sensitive. So these are great, and I would even use these on Lucy. I would to wipe her paws and stuff because they're the natural kind and the fragrant free. So there's a lot you can again use if you don't want a heavy fragrant. So
And keep in mind, you can put these on a lot of different places. If you can wipe a baby on any of baby's skin,
right,
you can wipe, arms, neck, use these as wet wipes, hands. There's a lot of times when um, hand sanitizer just doesn't do enough. I also keep some wipes in the car like this,
uh huh,
so that I can wipe first and sanitize after. I'm not a germaphobe, but a lot of times I like both.
yeah,
Um, so,
yep,
because sometimes you want to kind of knock the dirt or dust off first, and
right,
then you want to circle back with a little sanitizer.
yep, yep.
Okay, last call on these. You're getting 48 here too. These aren't the little 10 packs or 20 packs. All right. Well, we're going to pass them. Okay. Next, I have some pet toys since pets have been popular tonight.
Oh,
So let's see if any of you Boston Terrier fans think your little Boston Terriers might like these. These going to be $3 for choice. Here's the
oh.
first one. It's Jello, and there's a vinyl dog toy inside. Now, I'm not going to squeak them all just in case some of y'all have pets. I know sometimes that annoys the pets. I've been told that in the chat. Even though apparently LUCY isn't sitting on Haley's lap, still, I want to be
Yeah.
conscious of those of y'all who have your own LUCYs. All right. Next, here's the Hershey's, and it literally looks like a chocolate bar. After all,
Wow.
we know your dogs can't have chocolate, but this is a faux chocolate that they could
Yeah,
have.
that's cute.
Likewise, you can have your Reese's when you're eating Reese's, but here's a Reese's they can have.
Oh,
Super cute. And lastly, when you're having Twizzlers, here are the Twizzlers.
these are so cute.
Thank you, thank you.
What a fun way to give your dog a treat while you're having a treat. This is the treat that keeps on giving, since it's something they can play with every day.
Any interest on the pet toy? I tell you what, let's do a buy more, save more. Now, normally when I do a buy more, save more, I tell people to pick two and pay a certain price. But I'm thinking that somebody might have a dog or a pet that would enjoy all four. You know, if you bought all four at $3, it would cost you 12. But tonight, if anybody wants to buy all four with a buy more, save more, instead of paying 12 for all four, tonight you're going to pay 7. 7
Wow.
for all four.
Wow. What a
So who
deal.
wants to take all four? First 7 in the chat gets all four. First 7.
That's a steal. I mean, when you go to
Yeah.
PetSmart, they sell one toy for $10 and $15. This is a
Ooh,
steal for 4 toys.
and these are name brand.
Yes.
This would be a great gift for those pets that celebrate birthdays. And y'all know, you've seen the pictures on social media where people actually, I kid you not, celebrate pet birthdays and have pet birthday parties.
Yes. That would be so cute.
And I've seen people gift for Christmas too. Imagine these as your pet Christmas gift.
So cute.
Well, maybe the 14 people watching don't have a friend with a pet. Oh, sorry, 16 people watching. I thought this would be such a great deal. Okay, well, I'll put them aside.
Yes, we do too, Melissa. We give our pets Christmas too.
Okay. Next, we're going to do some cosmetic bags. These are going to be $4. Buy it now for choice. The first one says, "Thank you for being
Oh,
awesome." And it's a beautiful tie dye. Goes from purple to
wow.
pink to blue. Next one says, "Never forget the difference you've made." Great for a teacher, a Sunday school teacher, um, maybe your nail technician, maybe your accountant, for any of the people that help you. Sometimes you forget you're awesome, so this is your reminder. How great would
Oh,
that be for somebody who just got, maybe they just got a divorce, maybe something just before, they need that reminder that they are awesome.
yes.
This one says, "Thank you for all
Oh,
you do." Thank you for making a difference. Wouldn't that be great for a musician, a band director, DJ?
it would.
This one says, "You make a profound."
Oh,
All right, for $4. I do have a few other varieties, but I can only fit 6 on the auction block at the time. So we'll see if y'all are interested in these, and if so, I'll show the last couple. If not, then we'll just pass. At the top of the hour, we'll have another $1 round.
okay. Let's see. I'm checking the chat to make sure. Okay.
Do you think our chat froze again?
I was thinking possibly because these are so pretty and they say such beautiful things. I was like, there's no way nobody got swipe some of these up. But no interest yet.
Okay, I'm going to sweeten the deal since we're getting towards the end of the auction. If anybody wants to buy 2 of these for $6, 2 for 6. Gotta pick
Oh,
2. 2 for 6. See if anybody has a change of mind or heart now. Just put a 6 in and let us know which ones you want. Okay, last call. All right, next I have some keychains. These keychains are going to be $3 for choice. Let me show you what I have. All right, here's the first one. It's an iridescent butterfly keychain.
Wow.
Then I've got a beautiful magenta keychain. Purple keychain. It's a violet shade of purple. Next, I've got red. And lastly, a multicolor. But there is something really special about these. You may have noticed the sequins, and some of y'all know there are a few types of sequins that are reversible. And I am so excited to tell you that yes, these are the reversible sequins.
Oh, wow.
So let me show you the colors they reverse to. So this one starts with iridescent. Then you brush it forward and it's a pristine white. Brush it
Wow.
down, iridescent, right up, pristine white. The magenta, you brush it up and it's silver. Brush it down,
Wow.
magenta. On the violet purple, you brush it up and it is golden.
Oh, that's amazing.
Brush it down, it's this pretty purple. Here's the red. You brush it up and it is black.
Wow.
Brush it down, it's back to red. And with the multicolor, it's so pretty. I don't know why you never brush it up. But if you brush it up, it becomes solid silver.
Okay.
Brush it back down. It's every color of God's rainbow. All right, looking for $3 for these reversible sequin keychains, or I would use them as first dangles because I think they are so fashionable that they would be gorgeous.
They would.
Or a backpack.
Yes. You could use it in so many different ways. And it's so pretty. I love that they have the two colors.
And most of the time I sell metal keychains, but I just thought these fancy sequins were pretty.
They are.
Any new journals? I do have one journal. I'll be glad to show it next. It's a little bit larger than I normally show, but I think it's pretty. I'll show it next. Thank you for asking. I love when y'all make requests.
Yep.
All right, well, last call on the keychain. For those watching the replay, I'll let you know I have 2 of the iridescent and 2 of the magenta. The red's a one and done, the multicolor is a one and done, and the violet purple is a one and done. All right, last call then.
Could I get the rainbow?
Oh, yes, you can.
Thank you.
Okay, sold, sold, sold. Thank you. All right, here is the new journal I have tonight. And since you asked, this next week, I guess I'm going to have to look for some more. Here it is. Now, like I said, normally I don't get the journals that are quite this big. This one is 10 by 7. And likewise, I guess I was just in a mood about suns and moons this week. I'm noticing how many items I picked out that just says suns and moons this week. Um, on the inside, this one has like a weekly schedule with goals in the front. Then when you get into the actual journal, this side has suns, this side has moons, and every page is that way with the suns and the moon. It's not super thick. So I'm going to start this one at $3, and I only have one. And this isn't a journal, I can get more. So it's a one and done for $3. I guess I could leave the ruler by it. If anybody's tuning in. If you want to see any of the other journals that I have left from previous weeks, I can grab those. I do still have some with Bible verses on them. I still have one of the hardcover that's a purple background with flowers. Trying to think what others I have. If y'all want to see any of the other journals that I just have left over, I'm glad to re-show them that I haven't shown in a few weeks.
And Patty's in for $3.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Y'all let me know what else you'd like to see. As y'all know, Haley's not too much of a night owl, so we don't go quite as late when Haley is here. And we will be having another dollar round coming up at the top of the hour. But y'all let me know what else you'd like to see tonight.
So to Patty.
All right, there we go, there we go. All right, here is the next item. It is a set of 3 Shopkins. These are silicone bracelets. This is what they look like. This is going to be $3. Buy it now. I know kids love the Shopkins, and they've got 3 different colors. So new and sealed. You get the entire set of 3 for $3. I tell you what, I'm going to make it for choice. That's going to be the first choice. Second choice is going to be this 3-piece palette knife set. And let's see what else I have. I've got this heavy duty, long, thick paintbrush, brand new, 2 inches wide, all purpose. All right, let's see if there's any interest now that there's 3 different choices. Okay, last call. All right, I'm going to show you one more thing before we do our dollar round. I would have loved this as a kid. Some of y'all may have had this as a kid. It is a magnetic sketch pad.
Oh,
So we're going to start this one at $3. So here's the magnet that you draw with it, and you can use it to sketch anything that you want. Oops, I think I'm buffering.
it was buffering. It might have caught up now. Um, I love these. I had one of these too when I was little, and I loved it. I loved this. It's so much fun to draw on these, and then when you erase it, um, I don't know the way that I guess I was always a mystery to me how it worked. Like, it looks so different. I know it's a magnet thing, but it's like I would do it really slow and kind of watch the pattern, the way this magnetically makes the picture. I don't know. I was always so curious. It was, but it was fun.
Another thing I like about it is that it has this fob on it. So it can be attached to a kid's backpack, or
Right.
it could be a keychain. It could be some kind of guessing game in the back seat, kind of like a little Pictionary for kids during a um, summer
Yes.
trip to grandma's.
Yeah. So useful. No, Patty, I want
All right.
it. Those things are fun.
Okay, last call on this one then. I thought for sure this would end up going in some kid's Easter basket. Wouldn't this? I mean, it's a
Yeah,
nice spring color. It could work for boys or girls, even for Zane's toy drive. This would be great because they can
it
take
would.
anything that's new with tags. So I really didn't think at $3 this would be a pass, but we can pass it. And Shelby says it's a dinosaur shape. Okay, I guess it could be. It does have the scalloping here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to pass. I'm going to bring back the sticker board because I spent a long time looking for these Victorian stickers. I had multiple rounds planned. I am going to have some of them at the Mardi Gras sale because I got some with masks and with ladies in ball gowns. But I want to show a few tonight to give y'all a little preview. And maybe it'll make some of y'all want to come to the Mardi Gras sale because I don't want y'all to think the Mardi Gras sale is all going to be relics or all just going to be decorations for a holiday you don't celebrate. So here's the first
Ooh.
one.
Wow.
So we'll put this one on P. Here's the next one. Michelle, if you're missing out, if you're watching this back, you're missing out. But thank you for the suggestion. And we're going to
Wow.
start the bidding at 2 for $1. Remember, once you see some that you think are worth but you don't have to wait till I've shown them all. You get to pick at the end, so might as well start bidding.
Wow, these are
So
incredible.
even if you don't necessarily like Victorian things, maybe there's somebody who likes fashion,
Yes,
just for the fashion aspect or the design aspect.
or vintage. That's a big community.
Yep. But I think these would be great for maybe some scrapbooking,
They would.
or to put on a journal or a
So
notebook.
beautiful.
Maybe a little treasure box or jewelry box.
Yep. Or bookmarks.
And I love that they have clear around them. So I
So funny, Patty.
what did she say?
She said, it looks like me on a Sunday afternoon. Just swap out the book for a phone, the dress for
Oh,
jeans, and the hat for a baseball cap.
oh, that is funny. Looking for $1.
Oh, wow.
I know it may, be no brooch brunch, but maybe this is what a brooch brunch would have been like in the 1800s. See, even back then, sometimes women got a little peeved and they just put their hand on their hip and say, okay, I'm taking my stand. I'm taking my heels in. This is it. I will not stand for this. I love the
uh,
ones with the umbrellas.
uh,
All right, my board's full. Anybody find any of these worthy?
and Patty's in for $1.
Okay. Michelle, you're missing out.
It is Patty. I love that. Scarlett O'Hara.
Ah, very well said. Anybody want to go up to $1.25? This is one time when having so few people in the chat is great because you got fewer people to bid against you. Great prices. One of the
Right.
great things about going to a small auction. It's in those big auctions you would have people bid against you. Well, we can count this down. Probably. Yep. The answer is yes. All right. Well, now we know. But I can always do like a zoom where I zoom the cameras over again, especially since I don't 100% know that I put them all back in the exact places they were. And if y'all like these, some other time I'll show some more. Because to buy these, I have to buy them in, big packages. So I can only show as many as will fit in the board at the time.
And sold to Patty. And which one are ones?
Okay,
Okay.
all of the women in chairs and all of the women with parasols, if I need one more, pick for me. All right, well, let's see how they total out. We'll do women with parasols first. So, one. Well, it's trying to get to you.
She's running away.
Two. Oh, and this one's a chair. So, one, two. There's a chair. One, two. There's a parasol. One. And let's see what we got left. I guess I'll just be picking one for her then. All right, we'll just take this one, clean sweep the bottom row then. All right, thank you, Patty. All right, anybody else? I could move these down, I guess, so that they could be seen up better. You put this one next to each other so that they can be compared and contrasted. All right, so these are the 8 that are left. Thank you, Patty. I'll get a closer look. I love the ones where she's looking off at something. You could almost write a whole story of what she's thinking, what she's doing, what she's looking at.
So much personality.
Absolutely. So the ones that I had saved for Mardi Gras are kind of similar to this, but in a darker, more flashy Mardi Gras colors. They're wearing masks, or they are masked, or they're costumed, or they're going to a ball. So just to give you an idea of some of the ones that I saved.
Right,
Except
Patty?
it is dull. Because
You know
she
what?
has a ruffle. I don't know. Let's look at this one. I really don't think this one's dull. I'll show you which one I think is dull. I don't want to insult anybody, but I think the ruffle, the hat. Come on, that's a brooch brunch hat, is it not, Haley? I mean, you make the logos for brooch brunch. That's not a hat. I mean, let's not look at her or the dress, but just the hat. Isn't that brooch brunch worthy?
The hat has personality. It does, even,
yes, the hat
even if she's lacking.
I'll tell you which one. I think this one is the homely. Well, the underneath is pretty, but if she's not pulling up the top of the dress to show the bottom, and I really think this one is the homely one too. This one, if you cover up the top, this is Little House on the Prairie all day long. That just looks Little House on the Prairie. It's got a fabulous hat to it, and I love her hair, and she looks, kind of shape face like me. But from the little blah ruffle to the colors of the dress, the way it hangs, the boots, That's just so Little House on the Prairie. But
She
some
looks like
people like
Mrs.
Little House
Olsen.
on the Prairie.
Yeah. Mrs. Olsen from
Yes,
Little
that's
House.
who I'm thinking of. Yes. I love when Haley and I are on the same page. We love the same holidays. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, now that we've spent time putting down merchandise after merchandise after merchandise, I'm the only seller who will put down their own merchandise. But it's just about fashion. So, all right. Well, I want to thank Haley for co-hosting tonight and Melissa for running the chat. Super fun. I know it's a shorter auction, but Haley likes to get in bed early. Sales have been a little light. Plus, I need some time to clear all this away and get out all the Mardi Gras stuff for tomorrow because 3 p.m. comes early. So I hope to see all of y'all there. Thank you ever so much
Yes.
for being here. Thank you so much, Haley, for
Oh,
co-hosting. You helped me ever so much. Um,
oh,
and
you're
you give some
welcome.
love and hugs to your mama as well.
You're welcome. I will.
So I say, laissez le bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. Roll in your life, roll in your heart, roll in your soul. Roll on and on and on. May God bless y'all. Good night.
Good night.